Why I started Fakebook to begin with was, a high school reunion was coming up, and it sort of seemed like a very silly, funny way to, manipulate the reunion, to show up at the reunion and everybody would think all these crazy, outlandish stories. The basic premise was I was walking across the country. I just sort of walked out of my life, and I went into Amish country, which is a group of people who don't do technology, and I got in a fight with them and ended up having to live there to avoid criminal charges, and ran away with an Amish girl, and it really just mounted. At one point I was stuck in Mexico without a passport, and told people that I was sneaking back across the border, and then got arrested and went to jail, and I staged a mugshot where I'm crying. Every week I pushed to more and more outrageous places, and people kept on believing it. People were actually rallying behind this fake version of me that was doing all these incredibly immature and outrageous things. They never took money or asked for help or did anything that made it out and out fraud, but I was still lying every day to everyone I knew for half a year. So it was a real tension. And then there was also, I didn't know how to stop doing it because I was so terrified of the consequence. I sort of lived my life in hiding, just in absolute fear that if someone would take a photo, on the street, and I would just be somewhere in the background and someone would see it and it would all come undone.
Okay, I choose to believe. I think about 90%.
Well, you can't believe everything you see on the internet. That's what I believe.
All this is kind of hard with Photoshops and people editing stuff. It can be anything. You might not even be the person.
No, of course not. There's people post positive stuff, people post negative stuff. So probably this is the picture that they're trying to paint to their audience or the people who are following them.
So the idea behind impression management is something that they started looking at in the 1960s. So sociologists looked at kind of human interaction and how people manipulate what they're saying and doing depending on the type of audience around them. But now it's kind of gotten worse because social media is so big, and everything that you post is in fact a way of you to manage your impressions on others.
I wouldn't say a conscious a need to satisfy everyone, but just what I feel that I need to post, or what I'm feeling or what I'm doing.
I wouldn't want to be looked so bad on anything, so I would rather have more positive side of me on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or whatever not.
I just want to show what I'm doing to my friends, all this. Yeah, I don't need to pin any pictures.
I don't really share my personal privacy online. So those who actually knew me will actually know what I do, but those online are just acquaintances, but that's it.
Social media can be very helpful for your self-concept because it's a way for you to express yourself. And if you find other people with similar interests, that's a boost. It helps you to get more connections. But it can become a problem if you use social media as your only form of self-concept. So for example, if you have low self-esteem, so they might take 20 minutes to take one selfie photo and then post one out of a series of 100 because they want to make sure that the lighting looks good, their face looks good. So if you do it too often and you look at that as the only way to gauge how good you are or how popular you are, then it's not healthy.
I think it's important to do every once in a while for someone to do what I did or what Zila did and sort of remind people that it's, it is a media that's unreliable and that you can manipulate it and you can change it. But I think it's just natural that people in all interactions, both online and offline, try to elicit the reactions from people they want. It's human nature, you know, and this is all this has really done is it's just sort of amplified us. You know, we used to be able to speak to the people that would tolerate listening to us, and that would be, you know, who your audience was. Well, now your audience is hundreds of people at a time, you know, all over the world.